Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday Focus. Lovely to see everybody. It's grey and not very nice today. But hey, it is Friday and it's a bank holiday. Do you know, I didn't realise it was bank holiday again until I think it was about Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was trying to sort things out for working out my week ahead, etc. And I suddenly realised, I can't book anything in. Well, I can book things on Monday, but I'm not actually going to be around. So I'm actually taking a day off. Hooray! Friday, what are we talking about today? Well, I've had quite a big realisation this week that I've been taking on way too morning. Good morning, Kate. I've been taking on way too much, and I've been putting myself under huge amounts of pressure, and consequently I haven't been sleeping, so I'm exhausted. So therefore, well, everybody knows about it basically if I'm really tired, but that's how it goes. So what I have done this week is, due to my new fabulous planner, which I now can't find it. Here it is. Whoopsie. My Get It Done 90-day planner. Fabulous, exciting. Thank you very much, Shah Wasmond. Amazing, six-figure club. I have been working out what I really want for myself, but also for my business. And I worked out that actually I'm putting myself under a huge amount of pressure by trying to write loads and loads of online courses. And I don't really want to. It's not what I want to do. I want to do my business focus work. I want to do my profit first work. So I'm still going to do my profit first courses, and I'm still going to run a 5 days to instant profit. So if I don't think it's going to be called that, I need a good name for it, which is being done at the moment. But other than that, those two are going to run one after the other. And the actual profit course will be as per normal. It will be 2 hours one week and then 2 hours the following week, and it will be run mostly online, but with me being thrown in there as well. But it was a massive realization, and my shoulders dropped, I tell you, as soon as I did it. And what was really weird, talk about synchronicity. What was really weird was I went to go see my physio, the amazing Sarah Fellows at the Dyer Street chiropractor, who's also my Pilates instructor. Thank you very much, Sarah. She was treating me, and she said, "You know what you're suffering from?" I saw a video about this called toxic productivity. So what is toxic productivity? It is the overwhelming sense that you have to be productive all of the time. And it pushes you. And a lot of it is really good because it does push you to doing things that maybe you wouldn't be wanting to do or wouldn't be able to do otherwise. But it pushes you to possibly doing things that you don't really want to do, but you suffer from fear of missing out. And you see everybody else doing all of these, in my case, all of these huge amounts of online courses, and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're doing all the other, and blah, 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 go. And I can't keep going like that. And I think an awful lot of people can't keep going like that. And I think since lockdown, this toxic productivity has just completely taken over people's lives, which is not great. I'm hoping that we're going to be okay. I keep having a power cut, so I'm hoping that we are going to be okay. So just tell me, when we first went into lockdown, did you plan to do loads of meaningful and very productive things, whether that was learning something new or setting up an online course or whatever? I know I did. I said I was going to learn how to play my piano properly, which I haven't done for about 30 years. Sorry, that was, oh gosh, that's a long time ago. Sorry about that. yeah, I wanted to do that. I wanted to improve my French so that I was completely fluent, so that by the time we do move to France, which is now probably not going to be for another 3 or 4 years, I was completely fluent. Have I done any of those things? No, not a single thing. I did put my Profit First courses online, which is great. I did do webinars for all my clients, and I was doing drop-in clinics on Fridays so that they could pop in and get as much information as they needed to about COVID and what they could apply for, what grants they were eligible for, how they did it, etc. So I did do all of that, but personally, I didn't do anything. I worked my butt off. I was working 13, 14 hours, which is not a pity parade by any management means. I was working about 13, 14 hours a day. I was completely and utterly exhausted. The idea of doing anything on top of that, like doing my French or learning or practicing my piano, was just out of the window. Completely out of the window. Not a hope in hell I was going to do it. So I don't know if any of you have felt the same during lockdown, whether you wanted to be really productive and meaningful and all the rest of it and didn't actually do it, or whether you managed to do it. Let me know. Oh, sorry, I've been bitten by a mozzie. Let me know whether or not you've managed to do it, and how. How did you do it? Tell me, please tell me. So, what can we do? What can we do about this? It's all based on what they call the productivity spectrum. If you were to imagine a productivity spectrum, I can't even say it. There are two extremes. They're both unhealthy and affect us adversely. On one end, we are so consumed by work that we have little time for anything else or ourselves. And no matter how much we do, we simply don't think that we've ever done enough. On the other hand, we are so overwhelmed by our feelings that we're unable to focus on anything for any length of time. And we keep bouncing back and forth between tasks. We've had that sort of butterfly mind, pop here, blah, 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 and nothing actually gets done properly. And because you're not achieving anything, you then feel miserable. So what are the signs of toxic productivity? Number one, you work so much that it harms your health and your personal relationships. If you're ignoring your basic human requirements, your basic human needs, like eating, sleeping, meeting friends, okay, we can't do that, but we can do it online, or we could, family, forgetting all of your other obligations and responsibilities, then you're likely to be falling into that trap of toxic productivity. Having unrealistic expectations. Well, I think the majority of us probably have unrealistic expectations of ourselves. I certainly do, but also of other people around us. And we expect the same output from ourselves every single day. We can't do that. If we expect that, then not taking into consideration any of the external factors, it can be so stressful. And toxic productivity will result. Being restless. If you feel guilty of taking time off or having a break and feel your self-worth reducing, you may be suffering from toxic productivity. And finally, a lot of us attach our self-worth to how productive we are or how many hours a day we've actually worked. This is unhealthy. A lot of us do it, but it is unhealthy. It's very important to work hard, yes, but it's equally important not to burn ourselves out. Burning ourselves out is just, not a good idea. So what can you do? What can you do to recover from toxic productivity? Remember that resting is not weak. It is not a weakness to rest. It is so important. You need to rejuvenate. You need to refresh your mind without feeling guilty. When you get back to work, you'll find that you're way more productive, which is fantastic, but in a much more calm and healthy way. So what I've done this week is I have an 8-month-old puppy called Piper, who is a cockapoo, and she lives in my office during the day with me, which is wonderful. By about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she's getting really restless and bored. She's had a very good walk in the morning. She's completely shattered. She sleeps all morning. And then at lunchtime, she gets up, we go outside, going to have lunch outside, which is lovely. But then we come back to the office, and by 3 o'clock, she's really restless and quite bored. So actually what I've decided to do is I'm going to take a 15-minute break every lunch. Absolutely, Kate. If we don't keep our time management in check, this is what's going to happen. So I take Piper out now every lunchtime, just after we've eaten, or I've eaten, for about 15, 20 minutes. And I walk in nature with her. She's running around like a complete blue earth fly, which is wonderful. And quite often I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm a group, part of an amazing group called One of Many Women, which is absolutely fabulous. And we have a lot of what they call soft powercasts, 20-minute recordings of things that can affect us in our lives. Inner critics, learning how to talk to men. Sorry for any men on here, but it does, because we have to talk to you in a different way. How to deal with perfectionism, things like that. And listening to those while I'm walking in nature with Piper it's rejuvenating. It's fabulous. I come back to the office and I'm so productive. It's really, really lovely. So taking the time to define your clear work, your life boundaries. Maybe it's your minimum amount of sleep that you'll get every day that you need, your absolute basic needs to make you okay. Or as my needs creed, which is stuck on my fridge, says, it's what keeps me out of grumpy. Not which makes me okay, it's actually what keeps me out of grumpy at the moment. And there are certain things that I have to do. I have to have at least half an hour's alone time. I have to eat the right sort of foods, because if I eat too much sugar, I don't sleep at night. If I don't sleep at night, I'm grumpy, and everybody knows about it. I need to drink at least 1.5 liters of liquid every day, preferably not alcohol. I need to have 7 or 8 hours sleep. I don't get it, but I need to have it. Those are my absolute basic needs. What are your basic needs? What do you have as your absolute basic needs? And are you meeting them? But more importantly, it's not just whether you're meeting them. It's, do your family, do the people that you live with and work with, do they know what your basic needs are? If they don't know, they're not going to know that you need to have half an hour alone time. So if you've got younger kids, absolutely, Kate, absolutely. My husband did exactly the same. He said, "Why are you grumpy?" And I said, "Look at the chart. I haven't had any sleep. I tried to have half an hour's alone time and half an hour's time on my bike on my own yesterday, and I didn't get it because you kept on saying, 'Well, I'm coming, I'm coming.' And it was just, I said it was enough to just make me really cross. I've had 4 hours sleep. I am absolutely shattered." And then he said, oh, okay. Sorry, I completely forgot to look at that. And that was just like sort of, whoa, okay, brilliant. So can you do a needs creed? I have a mind map of a needs creed. And it's what I need for my work, and it's what I need for me to make me not grumpy, as I say. There's a daily needs creed, there's a weekly needs creed, there's a monthly needs creed. And if those things don't get met, I will be grumpy, and you are warned, basically, as far as my family are concerned. Anyhow, sorry, I've gone off track yet again. I do apologize. So sometimes we find ourselves in this toxic cycle of chasing the next shiny thing. Shall we do this? Let's do that. Let's get on with this and do all the rest of it. And actually, why? Why are we doing it? Why are we doing it? Why did I want to do all of these courses? Because I want to get my message out to my to the wider world. Yes, I do. But actually, I want to also look after my clients that I've got. I want to be able to help those clients through this really tricky time. And in order to do that, that's giving a lot of me. There is no more of me to give. So I can't do it. So now I have in my planner for the next month, I have worked out all my content. Doesn't mean to say I'm going to be doing any more courses. This is just my content. This is doing my blogs. This is doing my whatever social media posts, doing all my Friday focuses, which I hope you all find really useful. But also on there, in that planner, I have now got 5 things for my health that I need to do every day or every week. And I've also got 5 things in there for myself. And if I don't do those 5 things, one of them is meditation, 10 minutes meditation a day. One of them is my Mutu pelvic floor exercises. One of them is biking 3 times a week for at least 10 miles. One of them is listening to these soft powercasts from the One of Many group. And there's a 5th one, and I can't for the life of me remember what it is. Walking at lunchtime with Piper. And if I can tick those off every day, and I know I'm a bit OCD like that, but if I can tick all those things off every day, then it makes me feel more productive, but not in a toxic way. It makes me feel kinder to myself. And I think it is just so important for our self-worth. Whether we're mums, whether we're dads, whether we are business owners, whether we live on our own, whether we live with our families, whether we've got older children, younger children, it makes no odds. If we don't have a high enough amount of self-worth, we are never going to feel that anything that we do is good enough. And I personally think that that is so important. It's what I've been trying to teach my children for goodness knows how long. And they're nearly 28, 26 and 18 now. Anyhow, all I would say is enjoy yourself this bank holiday weekend. Treat yourself like you would a friend. Remind yourself that your goals and your work can shift, and it would actually help the quality of what you're doing and not just the quantity. But treat yourself like you would your friend. If you need to rest, you need to rest. It's not a weakness. Just do it for your self-worth. For my self-worth, actually, no, I think it's my daughter's self-worth. She's going to uni in a few weeks' time. And we have to go to IKEA this weekend. Bank holiday weekend, going to IKEA to go buy all her stuff for uni. I can't wait. Anyhow, I've rambled on for quite long enough, and I hope it's been helpful, and it might just make you realise, actually, do you know what? I need to just tweak things how I'm working them. Not change them massively, but just tweak them very slightly. And if you can do that, well, the weight off my shoulders is amazing. Good morning, Arcus. I'm literally just about to come off what we've been talking about toxic productivity and chasing all those shiny things up in the air that we don't really need. But have a listen to the recording. All of my Friday focuses are added into the units on the Accounting Hub, or will be. So you can go back and listen to anything that you want to. There are loads of blogs now on my website, hettyverneyaccounting.co.uk. Go along and have a look, see if there's anything on there that you need. If you want any help with anything, then please come to me. I'm not going to be doing any more online courses apart from the Profit First ones. And so I am going to be concentrating on my clients, my potential clients, and looking after everybody as much as I can. But also, and more importantly, I think right at this moment, looking after me. So have a fabulous weekend, bank holiday, and I hope you're all doing something lovely. With any luck, we might get some sun. I'll speak to you all next Friday. Bye.